Look at my antenna. Got struck by some trees. We were following the railroad tracks over there by the trees. So I got hit a few times with the branches. Yeah, see that? It's a tight squeeze in spots. And it's a little muddy, not too bad. Alright guys, I am washing up the truck, and as I'm washing it off, I'm noticing this side has some kind of a water spots on it, and I'm thinking, I remember seeing those when we drove along the railroad tracks. The brush was on this side. Now the trees out there are windbreaks, I guess to keep the sand off the tracks or something, but the branches were kind of low, hanging against the truck in spots, and I don't see too many scratches, but water spots, and it's really noticeable on my black top. I don't know where this camera's gonna pick it up, but I cleaned it and it still has spots on it. I even gave it a little wax and stuff right here. It's shinier, but it still has spots on it. That's only on this side. And it's also on the clear coat of the paint, but it's not that noticeable because of the color. So you notice it right here on this fender. Camera's probably not going to pick it up. It's the first thing I noticed. It looks like water spots. So yeah, see, this side's okay. But you know what? I guess that's just the hazards. I think it was something on them trees, or it was them trees themselves. Oh well. I've seen stains before, especially on my wheels, like on the aluminum wheels on the Bronco. I was out there on the dry lake one day and it was a little muddy, and I got some mud on the wheels and left stains on in the aluminum. A lot of that mud out there is salt. It's caustic salt or something. Who knows what it is, but it's salty. Not good on metals. But yeah, oh well. Chalk another one up, right? Maybe it'll buff it out, but I'm not going to do it today. So yeah, I'm going to check my diff fluids. I want to check the diff oils, the transfer case. Should be okay because this truck has hoses on the breathers, on the diff breathers and the transfer case, which is a good thing. You know, that's one thing that Tacoma did not have. I had a 4x4 Tacoma 2010. It did not have hoses on the diff breathers. It just had the little plastic thing on the diff breathers. Never had issues with water, but I was surprised that it did not come with diff breather hoses on them to raise the breathers up. Alright, so here's a couple things just for your information. Yeah, I had a question about the amber lights in the topper there, you know, in the shell. Those worked great. Those are basically to keep the bugs away. Out there at Afton Canyon Campground, a lot of bugs because of the water. Mosquitoes down at the water were crazy. So when we got to camp, I turned on the amber lights there and had no issues with bugs after that. So I mean, it just does not attract the bugs, okay, as much as a white light. I was asked about water getting inside the cab, so I didn't notice any till right now. I got a little water stain right here on both sides in the back seat. It's dry. Apparently a little water got in there on both sides on the back. And the front, nothing. Still got a little sand in here. Everything's dry. It's just can't help the sand. Engine compartment and differentials. Next question was on the diff breathers. The diff breathers are way up here. There's one right here. This is the front differential right here. So plenty high. Not too concerned about water getting in there. There's one for the transfer case. I'm not sure where that one's at. And there's one on the rear differential that goes up somewhere in the frame rail. Okay guys, so I'm thinking I must be doing something wrong here because I've only got a little over 5,600 subscribers. And I figured a new truck here would get me a lot more subscribers. Being in Colorado and that not too many people have a Colorado. I mean, it's such a new vehicle. I figured people would be a little more interested. I mean, because if you look for a tire carrier like this, you're not going to find one out there. I had to do it myself. I put together a Fab 4 bumper and a Fab 4 tire carrier off of Tacoma. And that video's been on for about 5 months. And I only got 1,300 views. Now, on the other hand, I was watching a video from a Tacoma owner, Tacoma YouTuber that I subscribed to because I used to have a Tacoma, you know. Tacomaholic did a video the other day on $66 mods. $66 mods, you know. And he's already got 1,300 views. I'm like, I must be doing something wrong. I mean, I haven't seen a Colorado like this with 35s. I haven't even seen a Colorado off-road yet. And this is not a ZR2. This is just a basic, the LT model. What was this, $3,800? No, $38,000, I think. Before all the mods. These are Colorado mods. These are not mods for $66. I try to avoid all that little useless knick-knack bullshit, you know. On his $66 mods, he's showing the little knobs he put on the air conditioning controls and stuff. I'm like, little pocket bullshit for the glove box. I'm like, I don't need that. You know what I need on this truck? I need a full-size spare. I need bigger tires. I need the clearance. I need lights. I need a two-way radio. I need a winch just in case. More lights. I do have a heavy-duty suspension. It's a rough country though. I did my own mods to it to beef it up. I need a two-way radio. I got plenty of switches for accessories, all DIY. I've got a fire extinguisher, and it's not no little tiny fire extinguisher that I've seen guys put on their bed racks. Put a little fire extinguisher back there because it looks cool. No, I got a real fire extinguisher. Right now I don't have no place to put it, but yeah, I got a real fire extinguisher. Not one of those little baby ones. Like, where's it at? That's right here. Yeah. What kind of fire is that going to put out? You know? I've got 110 volt power in here. Yeah. For right now, that's supposed to be secured, but I just got back from a trip. I got an extra power supply right here. Very simple. Very simple, very functional. I got a little shovel in the back. That's all I need. I got jugs of water, I got food, a little stove, and a place to sleep. And, in case you didn't know, I've done all this myself. I mean, I had a shop put the shell on, but I did all the wiring. I did the bumper, well, the tire carrier, but I did all the installs myself. I did the lift kit myself. I did all this back here. All my auxiliary power is right here. And what I just noticed is my inverter's on. But it still has 12 volts because I haven't been using any of this power, so that's okay. I must have forgot to turn it off. And it's got a dual battery system. I did all that myself. There's my bug lights. Want to see my bug lights? Oh, that's the interior lights. There's the bug lights right there. But the views aren't keeping up here, you know. So anyway, if you like stuff like that, you know, do me a favor, subscribe if you're interested in Colorados, Chevy Colorados. I mean, this is actually going off-road. I know the big trendy term these days is overlander. I'm from the old school. We didn't call it overlanding, it was called off-roading. Pack it up and go camping for the weekend. Or longer. Yeah, I need to bump up them subscribers, you know, so do me a favor, subscribe, share, and I'll be able to continue this channel. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go back to my old job. Yeah, I'm off right now. I'm trying to get something rolling here. And so far, the money's going out and nothing coming in, so yeah. Help support this channel, that's all I can tell you right now. I may set up a Patreon account, but we'll see.